Welcome back. We're here to talk about Stoke's summer transfer business. Matt, the one everyone's talking about, Bojan. What have you made of that one?
It's incredible, really, isn't it? You know, you look at when he first burst onto the scene, everyone was saying this guy's the next Messi. You know, in their youth system, I remember he used to score absolute bundles. You know, did it for a few years at Barcelona. It didn't quite work. You know, obviously went to Roma, etc. You know, Ajax. But bringing him to Stoke is a strange one. You know, you'd think that sort of player would want to come to somewhere like QPR or something, London. But to get him in, you know, he'll certainly sell a few shirts. It's not the only reason. He's a good player. He's still young. Do really well for him.
Pascal, they're forced into a move on deadline day because of the injury to Peter Odemwingie. Brought in Asaidi back. He spent last season on loan. What do you make of that?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's a solid move. Mark Hughes said he was really happy to get him back. I mean, obviously, he played quite a lot of games last season. He scored some big goals as well. I mean, everyone remembers that one against Chelsea that rocketed into the top corner past Petr Cech. And if he can score similarly good goals, then, yeah, definitely a good investment.
Another player who scored good goals, Diouf, got the winner against Manchester City.
Yeah.
We made of his signing, and the likes of Bardsley and Sidwell.
Yeah, I mean, starting with Diouf, I mean, he scored a lot of goals, didn't he, in Germany last season. He didn't work at United, you know, but I remember Ferguson, when he first saw him, he said he speaks really highly of him, you know. He's got pace, he's strong, showed that against City, you know. He barged through a few players, didn't he? Took Fernando, you know, drive past him before he finished. You know, Joe Hull probably should have saved it, but Diouf, you know, I hope he does well there. You know, I think he's got a good attitude. I think a lot of people around United liked him. So, and looking at the other signs, you know, like you say, Bardsley, Sidwell, all players that know the Premier League, especially Sidwell. You know, probably he was Fulham's best player probably by a long distance last season, wasn't he? You know, he was. You look at the players they brought in, very good, very good.
And Victor Moses, he's an interesting one to bring in.
Yeah, he is. I mean, I think obviously he sort of lost his way a bit since joining Chelsea. Like, he's never managed to get in there, and he won't be for a long time, given Chelsea's quality at the moment. And probably Liverpool was maybe a step too high last season because he never really broke into their team because all their attacking players were just on fire, so he couldn't really get in. So I think Stoke's maybe a good move for him if he can sort of rediscover his best form at Stoke.
And how about the outgoings? They haven't let too many players
No,
go.
they haven't really lost anyone in particular key. I mean, Matt Etherington, Cameron Jerome, they're players who know the Premier League well, but they won't be a huge loss.
What do you rate them out of 10?
I think just a 6. I mean, there's been some good players coming in, but I mean, for me, no real game changes. I mean, they had a really good season last year, and I expect them to be fine again, but nothing particularly exciting.
Matt?
I'm going to go slightly higher than Pascal. I mean, you look at the players who brought in up front, you know, I think they'll score goals. You know, Peter Crouch, except coming to the end of his career, you know, but they've got goals in the team now, and they kept the likes of, you know, Shawcross has forever been linked with a move back to United, Everton, you know, Spurs, kept him. So I'm going to give him 7 out of 10.
I'm going to go for 6. I'll go with Pascal. I think they'll be fine. Not too many exciting signings, but solid on the whole. So a solid transfer window for Stoke. Thanks for joining us.